Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am working on a 2001 Pontiac Grand Prix. This is the special edition. I have a code that is P0420. Most likely it is for a failing catalytic converter, but just in case, I'm going to replace the O2 sensor. It is bank 1 sensor 2, so I will show you exactly where that sensor is located. It's in a tight spot. One of the sensors, bank 1 sensor 1, is right up here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it with the phone. There it is right here. If you follow this lead down right here, you see those wires. This is bank 1 sensor 1. We are going to replace bank 1 sensor 2, and it is located underneath the vehicle, right about here. So I'm going to go down there. In order to change this, you will need a large 7/8 open-end wrench. The O2 socket could fit on there, but chances of removing it are pretty slim with that socket. So another thing you'll need to remove this, you'll need some pliers and possibly a small flat-headed screwdriver. So it is actually right underneath the middle of the vehicle. It is located on, let's see, you see the engine there, but it's about, I was about 3 feet off when I pointed at the mirror there. So here is the O2 sensor. This is bank 1 sensor 2. It is located right after the catalytic converter, which is this bad boy right here. I do believe that this catalytic converter is bad, but if you look at that sensor there, it could equally be bad. So I'm going to go ahead and replace it and see if the P0420 code goes away after driving the vehicle. Alright, so in order to be able to remove your electrical from your O2 sensor here, you'll need to push in the black tab that comes down here using a pair of pliers, and then you'll have to follow this rail here down, and there will be another tab located right here. I already have pushed it through. You could push and pull the wiring up at the same time, and it will help release that little tab there. Next thing you'll want to do is you'll want to come through with your screwdriver, sorry for the noise, and you'll want to pry these out. Reason for doing this is that once you do that, you'll be able to take your wiring, and you should get enough play in it to be able to move that wiring out the end here so that you can disconnect it, and then it'll be just enough room to be able to disconnect that without damaging anything. So you have to pull it a little bit, make sure it's not catching on anything, and then disconnect it. Once this is disconnected, you could use your 7/8 wrench on your O2 sensor to remove it. That will be easier to remove from the driver's side. These clips are easier to remove from the passenger side since the vehicle is not very high. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect this, and then I'll break this loose with my wrench here. Alright, so I have the old O2 sensor removed from the vehicle, and I have compared them, and they're very equivalent to each other. I did get a Bosch O2 sensor, part 13444. I'm hoping by the looks of this that this new O2 sensor will take away my P0420 code. Make sure that your O2 sensor has some of the anti-seize grease on it. That way, if it ever has to be removed again, it can be removed easily. I'm going to reinstall this, and then I'm just going to make it hand tight. Then I will make sure that I route my electrical back in there and make sure those black little tabs get clipped back in. That way the wires aren't just bouncing around down there. Once we do that, we'll take the car for a drive and see if the code stays away. Currently, the code comes back fairly quickly after actually driving the vehicle. I do understand that that is typically a catalytic converter issue, but I'm willing to replace the O2 sensor and check this first, and If this is not the issue, then I'll go ahead and replace the catalytic converter as well. But I'll let you know how it goes. I'm gonna make sure I put a good amount of time on the vehicle before posting this video. So there we have our new O2 sensor installed. The wiring is rerouted inside here. I put that clip back, and then I also put that clip back in there, and then I folded all three of these metal tabs back in to keep the wires secure. So once you have that done, and once that's tightened down, you should be good to go. I'm sorry for the tight view here. It's not a lot of space, but there you have it. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day. Please feel free to like and subscribe.